Hello, hello, hello. Ooh, hope we're doing okay. Right, well, it's been a few days, so forgive me if I forget the names. Nay? Yeah. Or, more importantly, what voices people had. But let's just crack on, I guess. Nay? Would you like to speak? Oh, hi, mister. I'm so happy right now. I'm happy because I was so worried about Mr. Hedwin for a while there, you know? He was so kind to me when we first met him. Him and Miss Jordariel and Mr. Greentail and you too. But I just really like him. She sighs, and she seems to be there. She seems happy to be there. Say, do you, She trails off for a moment. Do you think he likes me too? I think he's got someone in mind. Right? Someone special. Also, I feel like you're a bit young. Nay should know Hedwin enjoys her company, but may not share her feelings beyond that. I'm sorry, Nay. Gently, you let her know Hedwin is undoubtedly happy to have Nay as a friend. Though that may be the extent of his feelings. He has a responsibility to the whole group. She stares at you for a moment, then she begins to laugh. Oh, you're so silly, mister. I didn't mean like that. That's so embarrassing. Besides, I think that maybe he's a little old, you know. I'm going to cheer him up. This is a funny story. Thank God for that. She bounces off, leaving you to wonder what just happened exactly. Nay gained plus hope for the next rite. Nice. Well done, May. Nay? No. I guess that's everything in it. Remember what everything does now. Continue your journey. Alright, we have choices. We can go here. Tizo seems very eager to see the wagon head in this direction. South current towards Stonewall brings with large sea creatures. The north current towards Stonewall passes by old carcasses of ships long gone. Rookie spotted wreckage in the area and believes there could be valuable items to find. Let's go here. We didn't do Tizo's thing last time. I think I did do Ruki's thing last time he asked. The imp Tizo has been much more animated than usual. What is it, little one? Scree, hey. Tizo seems to think something very delicious is in these waters. He keeps on screeching. I don't think I've ever seen him like this. Wait, what is he? Then Tizo dives into the waters and vanishes into the depths. Oh, I hope he can swim. He can, but he appears crestfallen when he finally returns, his claws empty. Vroom. Tizo is very disappointed that whatever he attempted to catch eluded him. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Maybe we shouldn't have come this way. Nay begins to sob uncontrollably. The two revel in each other's misery for a time. Oh, yeah, I definitely shouldn't have come this way. Oof. That's what we call unfortunate, that is. You and your companions look upon the deathless tempest. The stars demand you sail beyond it, yet the very thought of it is beyond reason. Then, something in the nearby water steers, and from it springs something familiar. Hold, good ladies and good sirs. The knight beseeches you to hear him, if you please. What is it now, worm? The rites are ended. We have no further need of you. Oh, but you do, and in turn, this knight has further need of you. Good lady. Out with it, then. Let us be joined. Let this knight join you, please. Can you believe this, Hedwin? Not really, no. Nay, look ye not so surprised. Your valour in the rites did stir this poor knight's soul. He swears to you upon his long-lost honour as a would-be knight-errant of the sea dominion, that he shall serve you until the end. What about your own worm friends back there, the pirates? They are base cowards. You're not wrong, buddy. This knight can no longer abide such spineless characters. Having witnessed true glory in our clash upon the hulk of oars, never before have we been trounced so thoroughly. And furthermore, this knight shall aid your passage with this deathless tempest. Is it not so that you seek passage to the north? With this knight's aid, you shall achieve your wish. Sir Gilman continues to persuade you for quite some time. He seems to know a way to cross the storm. Some sort of long-held secret among worm exiled to these waters. Jadariel pulls the rest of you aside, after Hedwyn gives her a look. Are you most sure that Sandalwood would want this thing along? Mostly sure. Sandalwood wants someone for each mask, and this one seems about as good as we're gonna get. Jadariel glowers back at the rim, who tries his best not to look presentable. You're doing good, buddy. You look very presentable. Hedwyn is the most gracious. He tells Sir Gilman that if he promises to help you cross the Deathless Tempest, then he can come along, for now. This knight is overjoyed, and he hereby swears to see you past the storm. The first, this knight requires your consent. Give unto this knight your blessings, in the name of the Nightwings, and thus shall he go forth. Sir Gilman seems to be asking your permission for something. Tentatively, you agree to whatever he is asking so that you can get on with it already. It's not clear as to what exactly Sir Gilman intends to do. Fuck it. Yes! As you begin to say something in response, Sir Gilman cries out in triumph. He vanishes into the depths. Yet through this close encounter with him, you cling to some sense of where he is going and what he intends to do. Sir Gilman is determined to help you cross the Deathless Tempest. Help him see his mission through. Oh, we're going to solo with him. It's like when we got Nay and explained how she worked. Kind of explained it. Determined to prove himself to you and the Nightwing, Sir Gilman emerges somewhere in the outer reaches of the Sea of Solace and calls out to you. Master Reader, if you can hear this knight, then he implores you now. Lend him your guidance. This knight's objective ought to be not far east of here. Today we shall bring peace to the embroiled sea. Know, however, that among this knight's brethren, the actions we are about to take are highly forbidden, but they are highly just. Thus Sir Gilman sets forth to quell a storm that rages to the north. Alright, buddy. We jump. That's a very small jump. Is it even a jump? Oh, it's because I'm pressing X on the PlayStation controller, that's why. Slash. Ooh, that's cool. Alright. Oh, what is that? That's dope. Okay, so what am I doing here? I need to go into the water. Okay. Yonder life for the spawn of unfathomed plurness, boiling the seas with their wrath. The sea titan once slain by the scribe Underking. Oars. Her blood lies dormant in the sea. Tales of her monstrosity long spread across the world, the Book of Rites. Exiled realms within those waters long have harbored these abominations, using them to bar the passage through the downside's channel for any save his knight's own kind. They gone now from here, fiends. This night shall finish with the Underking or started. Alright, buddy. BX, that's B, that's X. Okay. Where are they? Press B to slash to the end of... Oh, that's how that works. Okay. Cool. How interesting. That was a bit pointless, wasn't it? That on the other hand, not so much. Alright. Oh, hello. Oh, hold it right there, you traitorous slug. How dare you turn your back on this knight? To your superior. Superior by rank, no longer. For we no longer serve the Commonwealth. Last this night checked. Here, you hold no sway over this night. Ah, and what have you done to the spawn? Have you no one left at all? This knight has done which was required doing. His honor cannot sink much lower, anyhow. He figured this would be an ideal time to free himself from servitude to you. Well, why you dare to staunch the tempest for those nightwings? Good Sir Deluge, this knight would born to dare. Now come and fight this knight if you dare, sir. As well, pirates, banish him. This is an order. Oh, Sir Gilman, sir. Get out of here. Get out of here. Fools. What now, Sir Deluge? Shall you not face this night yourself? I leave the dirty work unto your charges. Fine, Gilman. You wish to stand against your commander, then have it your way. Sir Marsh, Lady Seagrass, to me. Banish this troublemaker. She is the Worm Knight duty bound to serving Sir Deluge and the pirates. He is the Worm Knight duty bound to serving Sir Deluge and the pirates, okay. I get the picture. Get out of here. 2 for 1, don't mind if I do. You are master of this night no longer, Sir Deluge. The shatter our fraternal bonds. This knight would say it was an honor serving you, Sir Deluge, but that would be a bad first lie, and yet another stain upon his blackened reputation. Until we meet again. Wait, you lowly traitor. This night will have your head, Gilman! Alright. Seymour! As the day wears on, there is still no sign of the Worm Knight. Your companions grow restless. But then... Hail! This knight returns with newfound tales to tell, and new scars to show for them. Sir Gilman is sopping wet and visibly shaken. He struggles to maintain decorum. He is, in short, the very image of a Worm Knight. And more importantly, that little tempest ought no longer pose a threat for now. Behold! As if on cue, the deathless tempest begins to simmer and subside. Nice work, Gilman. Oh, buddy old pal. Would you look at that? He really did it! Of course this knight did it! Now, if you would all be right with you, this knight could really use some shut-eye. The Worm Knight then collapses in exhaustion. You and Hedwin help him up. A deal's a deal, Sir Gilman. Welcome to the Nightwings. Huzzah! Love in my heart, my eye. Sir Gilman joined the group. He revealed a path north to you. Bid him welcome. Welcome. I have bid thee welcome. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm sailing away. That's the reality. With Sir Gilman's aid, you managed to breach the tempest. You were true to your word, Worm. I shall give you that. But now what? We are stranded in this cursed storm. A most excellent question. And from one most fair. Call me that once more, and I shall tie you in a knot. Ah, and from one most spirited as well. This night was wise to side with ye. Just, where do we turn from here? Answer the question, now. Sir Gilman does no such thing, although eventually he does make note of a specific current that should lead you to the lands beyond. If I may, I can corroborate Sir Gilman's account. We are close to making landfall. Then, let me be the first to say, let's go. You are on the verge of sailing across the Sea of Solace. Verge onward. Tariq. Aye, Ruki, what is it? That's the loot you are carrying around, huh? You know how to play that thing, don't you? Why, I suppose I do. Good, because I was thinking it's a little gloomy here and we could use a little tune to lighten up the mood, huh? Know what I mean? Aye, then, let me see what I can do. Nice. You have not yet seen this region of the downside, the Black Basin. Ooh, voice. We're getting all Hades on this. It's got a very nice voice. This definitely fits in with like the 80s music, doesn't it? Love it. Speaking of Hades, that's a lot of fire. At last your wagon rumbles solid, check it around. The land called the Black Basin. Your fellow exiles unpack the wagon so you can take stock of how best to reach your destination. Black glass, searing vapor and strangling forests mark the forsaken lands that loom across the sea. The 8 scribes first discovered this, the northern landmass of the downside. Survey the surrounding, not yet. Sir Gilman's crest, official certification of knighthood in the Commonwealth, oft sought by worm knights, right? I kinda wanna let the music play. Does it pop up on his flute now? How are you supposed to know which one it is? Here we go. It's like a separate one for these, maybe, at the end. I don't know. Buddy, you approach Sir Gilman, who must have just finished practicing his fencing maneuvers. He regards you with a single eye. Hail, Master Reader. This knight is determined to train harder, having joined forces with the famous Nightwings. He shall ensure this triumvirate continues to live up to its most feared reputation. This is such an honor, and this knight has a great deal of honor to regain. Having fled the pirates, this knight fully expects now to conduct the rites in a most honorable fashion, to the fullest letter of the law described within the books. Some triumvirates this knight has met, and perchance mentioned by name. They are inclined to bend the rules, a bit, sometimes a lot, and to prevail by any means they can. But this is wrong. The exile who refuses to obey the rules, as they were written by the Under King Oz and his 7 friends, deserves neither honor nor his freedom. Firstly, does this knight have confidence the Master Reader shall resist any temptations to conduct the rites in any underhanded fashion? Now, then, this knight must undergo a thorough cleansing, having trained until the point of foulness. So please, excuse him, Master Reader. Alright, buddy. He slithers off, humming some sort of chivalrous tune. You wanna arguing with a phantom? I sense my lovely reader has returned. Then, how may I assist you? What's on your mind? So then, we are back on solid land, or something like it, Then this must be the Black Basin. Flames and noxious fumes on one side, suffocating forest on the other. Lovely, lovely place. So good of you to take me here. You truly would pursue those blasted stars until the farthest corners of this land, it seems. Thou had better cease my blasphemy, or else the scribes themselves might just descend upon from high, and strike me with a much deserved penalty. The thrill of such transgressions, reader. Sometimes it keeps me going. Not that I have any real choice. Now, we had be best back to normal business, as it were. Alright, bid you farewell, I will. Come visit me again sometime. I sure will. Alright, let's survey the surroundings, shall we? You find Hedwin has asked for several volunteers to scout the area and report back. Alright everyone, don't get too far. Let's meet back by desk. Please, use caution. The exiles dwelling in these lands are, well, rather territorial. For your part, you remain with the back wagon to keep watch. You see occasional dark shapes soaring across the sky, but none of them draw enough for you to see any detail. Eventually your companions make their way back, and everyone arrives as planned, Aurelia. Hi, everyone, I'm back, I have come back. Nate returns from the east with a little report. Save for word that the glowing molten rock there is very, very hot. This knight yet lives, although he has little else to report. The newest member of the group, Sir Gilman, returns from our northern pass, visibly shaken. He appears to have discovered an intense fear of heights. Oh, buddy. Tizo wonders whether any species of fish live in the pools of rock nearby. Oh, buddy. The little imp Tizo seems disappointed to have left the water behind. He remains with you, near the wagon. Oh, buddy. There's a western pass that seems traversable. If we travel by the light of dawn, the shadows and cracks may well cover our advance against whomever may be watching. Begging your pardon, I do not wish to contradict your strategy, madame, though, in my experience, we shall not remain hidden for long during the climb toward the nest of Trieste. According to the stars, the next rite we shall soon commence here. Alright. The exiles are the high-wing remnants. You may have no love for them, inherently, but they have no such qualms with me, for now. I may be able to negotiate safe passage. The last surviving faction of the winged harpies, the ancient enemies of the Commonwealth. They are as coarse as their feathers. They hold themselves superior. Negotiate with them? The Hedwin steps as the lone minstrel bows and backs away. Hey, let's not decide on this just yet. We're not going anywhere right now. That much we can agree on. We'll decide how best to go ahead come morning. For now, let's take the rest of the afternoon and get our bearings. Shadariel glares at the sky as everyone else disappears. Use well your time. I still kind of want to do this, I think. Yeah. You locate a secluded area nearby, where you should be able to read the Book of Rite. For greater understanding comes the reader's influence. We can't do that anyway. Signs of their aura. Let's do that. You attune yourself to strange and mystic properties of the Book of Rites, embracing such as possible, that which can be explained or truly known. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within, you cannot tell. Nice. I'll take it. The low road to the Nest Trieste passes through razor-sharp sands. Jodariel wishes to avoid the house by staying on low ground. I think we should go this way. This guy's not steered us wrong yet. The high road to the Nest of Trieste is patrolled by Commonwealth's ancient enemies, and I want to meet the harps. The lone minstrel believes he can negotiate safe passage. I have a feeling Hedwin's friend's gonna be the friend in inverted commas. Show yourselves, you frightened little birds! All day long, winged shadows cross the sun. You are being watched. Jodariel is very unhappy about it, though the lone minstrel now attempts to calm her. Perhaps I can communicate with them. Please believe me, madame. When I say your enmity towards the harps had best be held in check here. Jodariel looks at him with fury in her eyes, yet he retains his calm demeanor. Soon he grants his request with a silent gesture. Then he calls toward the heavens. Good sisters, we are humble travelers such as you, and beg your leave. We journeyed by the sea and seek safe passage through your lands. We shall not disturb your hunting or your nests. The quest is met with nothing but silence. You search in vain for any indication of acknowledgement. Then, without notice, one of them appears. Shit. That's a pretty normal looking harpy. She swoops the minstrel up and out of sight before Jadariel can respond. I'm so used to like WoW harpies. I think that's why I'm like taken back. Damnation! Wait here. I shall go find him. For a long terrible moment you are alone with your panic. Soon, however, the lone minstrel returns amid the sound of flapping wings. He dusts his cloak and calls out toward them. We thank you for your hospitality, good sisters. We shall be on our way. Having seen this, Jadariel returns sullen. The exiles of the High-Wing remnants are letting you pass for now. Seems they are having some dispute within their ranks and wish no further troubles for their time. Interesting. It is a warning, one that leaves Jadariel fuming. Oh, Jesus. Well, you're not on the team for the next one, Jadariel. Well, maybe you are. I don't have another biggie. I don't really use it much, I guess. At last you arrive at the nest of Trieste, where the rite is soon to commence. You cannot shake the feeling that unseen eyes watched your wagon ascend, and remain watching now. Alright, buddy. Ooh, page rail. My emperor lay there, bleeding and alone, stranded in a bitter land beyond the river. With fleeting consciousness, he understood the folly of his quest, and the folly of his rule over his country. Thus did he await the last embrace. It was the Impa that nursed him back to health, and warned him often of the dangers he would have to face. Many enemies of the Myr would come in search for him, some under employment by the rope caller, some longing openly for the cold, uncomplicated vengeance. I was one of them. I plunged into the river willingly. We needed to be sure he was dead. Is that it? What's going on here? Oi. What's up with you, buddy?
Oh, hey, you guys, what brings you all the way out here? No way! Don't tell me. I don't wanna know. All I want is you to get the best deals in the downside.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Any adversaries banished by the PYRE take longer to return. Ooh, very nice. Ooh, that's also very nice. I don't have any gold at the minute though, so...
Didn't see nothing you like this time, huh?
I did, I just can't afford it. Oh, it is a fucking unicorn, huh? You reach the celestial landmark and soon will stand against your adversaries and try to begin your next trial. You and your exiles gather on the blasted lands called the Nest of Trieste, expecting the imminent commencement of the riots. You see no sign of any adversaries, but then you hear a whooshing sound above. This, then, is what passes for Nightwings now. Such a rabble, not even dressed for the occasion yet. It seems the scribes have little pride in their tradition. Hold your tongue, little bird. We have not come for talk. No, you have come on behalf of your commonwealth. Mark well my words, you horned filth. When at last we free ourselves, your home shall burn. With that, the harp swoops off as Jadariel glows after her. Winged warriors from the mountainous offskirts of the Commonwealth, where they are feared. They fled to the mountain nest, awaiting the day when they would darken the skies and retake the land. It only then takes you to realize another harp has come. She is quite serious, I assure you. I can help you sort her out. It's in our mutual interest. You know naught of my interest. Let's give this another shot. Hi, my name's Pamela Fane. She appears to be one of the winged harps, high-wing remnants, now bound in exile. The silly one back there, that was my blood sister. No need to judge her harshly, though. We've only just met now, though I must say, something about you reminds me of her. How dare you implicate that I have anything in common with your ilk? Just then, Edwin shows up to intervene. He whispers something to Jodariel. No, Edwin, you cannot be serious. Jody, I'm asking you to trust me on this one. Am I perhaps interrupting something? Say, by the by, however did you make it all this way across the sea? Didn't see you fly in. Trust is something I am loath to give away, Edwin. But you have set our course thus far, and I have followed. So, do as you must. That Sandalwood had better a bit of an explanation for all this. Jodariel storms off as Edwin turns to you. What's your take on this one, my friend? A reformant wants someone for each mask. I hadn't expected we'd run into a harp, yet here she is. What are you getting from her? Your attention turns to Pamela, who has been watching with bemused interest. Ah, a reader, are you? Pleasure to make your acquaintance, darling. Well, here I am. Gaze intently all you like, and tell your comrade there the truth of it, why don't you? You sense that she is conflicted about something, though you do not know what. You also sense, however, that her motives, here and now, are earnest. Edwin wants to know your initial impressions of Pamela. You are willing to take Pamela at her word and see in her the potential for a valuable new ally. It may be that her training gives her some resistance to your scrutiny. Having only met her, you cannot sense whether to trust her and defer to Edwin. I just don't know. Yeah. Tell Edwin that you cannot adequately judge Pamela just yet. While you have certain reservations, you defer to him on what to do. I understand, my friend, and I appreciate your backup on this one. Above all, I need to give Sandalwood the benefit of the doubt, which means doing the same right now for Pamela. We've come this far thanks to certain faith, and that's right now. He's telling me to take her with us, even though Jodariel isn't going to like it. He then turns to Pamela. I'm Edwin. Will accept your offer on 2 conditions, if you let me out. Conditions? Why, sure. I love a good condition or two. First, we're finished here tonight. You come along and make sure that your blood sister and her friends don't give us any trouble when we're headed out. Second, you'll have to find a way to get along with Jodariel, whom you met earlier. Brilliant. There are no plans to stick around here anyway. As for your demon friend, no doubt we'll get on famously. Don't know about that. Now, I don't suppose you have an extra set of remnants I could use, because I think the Rite is getting started. You look up and see that she's right. Bid her welcome. Bum 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 bum.
I thought for sure the stars would have eluded you by now.
Not so, buddy.
Yet here you are, somehow, upon the nest of Trieste. And you've swelled the ranks of your triumvirate not merely with another, but with 2.
Darn tootin'.
Higher hearts, no less. And one who seeks the favor of the adversaries whom you'll imminently face. They are the essence. Winged terrors, as you soon shall see. Can your longing for freedom match their hatred for the vibrant country that was once your home?
From a distance, you observe as Pamela, now clad in Nightwing's raiments, heads towards your adversaries in the Rites. You, what sort of heathen harp would dare take wing against us? Your new companion then looses the bindings on her mask. Hello there, Tamatha. She is one of the winged harps of the High Wing Remnants, now bound in exile. Pamela's blood sister stares back a while before responding. What in the saint's name are you doing there, with them? fifth of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the Disciplined, or the Blessed Born. Doubtless come to dig your talons in my back again. No, sister. I've come to have a word with you. Save it. I cannot help share your poisoned blood, but I shan't ever count you as my sister. You expect me to believe that you came all this way for talk? You waste your time as ever. What's life if not a waste of time, dear sister? Give me a chance, why don't you? What do you even have to lose anymore? Besides, I've come a long way. Silence! You shan't have come here in the time before talk is long since past. If only you could see yourself, again consorting with my enemies. Fine then, savor their defeat, but I warn you, stay away from me. Pamatha says nothing more as her blood sister turns away again. Pamatha gets your attention. Listen to me, reader darling. The rest of you are ill-equipped to navigate this place. Let me conduct this ride on your behalf, and my wings will bring you victory. Dear lady, your words ring true. This knight is flattered that you have not eaten him, as is the tendency among your kind. This knight hereby volunteers his post in the triumvirate for thee. Sir Gilman refuses to participate in the rites this night so that Pamatha can face her sister. You observe the treacherous terrain. Pamatha should be better suited to the rites here than the rest of you. Alright.
Now we shall get started.
Do I have anything for you, Pamatha? I do not. I should give you something then, shouldn't I? I'm not sure that's the best for you, though. Where are you? There we go. Welcome to the team. Why, I thought you'd never ask, dear darling. I accept. You asked. If the little bird is going to conduct the rites for us, then I shall not. Tridariel, chill. I'm gonna bring you anyway.
Nay.
Why don't we all have wings? I want wings too. We'll bring someone else that has wings.
Tizo.
Really clear. Tizo promises to do his best against Tamatha and the Essence.
The choice is cast.
Come then, sister. Perhaps we have finished here. You'll spare a moment of our time. I shan't be tricked by you again, Pamatha. How poetic that we meet here in the downside. I can think of nowhere else I would rather see you rot for what you did to our people. To me. Pamatha seems to sense your presence and then catches your attention. Hello there, reader, darling. If I'm to be at your mercy in all this, I'd like it very much if you could minimize how often I am to wallow in a state of banishment. Quickly, let me show you what we sisters of the Highwing Remnants can do. Hold X to fly until...
You put yourself amidst a feud between two sisters?
I'm just being nice.
Seems entirely unwise. Even for you.
Why you gotta be so rude?
Tread lightly around that exiled Pamatha. Her kind's all but forgotten Saint Triesta's grace.
Alright. Oh, knocks others away. That's cool. I assume that only works for my people though, right? She would destroy them, right? Oh, interesting. I guess not. I guess that's how you do it. See, darling, we hopes were not so bad. Now I suppose we'd better get to work, Just don't go underestimating Tamatha over there. I trust you'll do your best, the best you can. To the skies, sisters. Talon formation. Alright.
Yes.
Oh, I meant to do something else entirely. Oh well. How do you work, little buddy? I've already forgotten. Nice, Tizo.
Make their mark upon the flame.
Nay, was it? Tell me something. You know how to fly? No, I mean, I don't think that I do. Then listen up. My blood sister there, she'll swoop right past if you're careless. But we Arabs can simply not get much altitude down there. So if she goes for any unfair tricks, just jump for it and catch her in the act. She's always hated when I used to do that to her. Alright. Press X to block flying adversaries. This is her.
The orb is up.
Well, that didn't work. Oh, I didn't mean to. No, I didn't think that one through. Oh. No! Oh, for fuck's sake, that was terrible. Oh, jeez. Oh, shit, come on now.
Very fortunate.
Did that count? That didn't count. Teaser, teaser, teaser. Best ball. Oh, for Pete's sake. Oh my god, they're just jumping into the fucking lava. Where?
Resplendent.
No, hey, no, hey, hey. I'm not getting the controls right in this at all. What am I doing? I'm a fool.
Not much
Oh,
to be done whilst all
shit.
are banished.
Oh, did I not get it? That's unfortunate. Guess I have to jump to get them.
One false move.
Come on, come on, come on! Ooh, so close! Oh, fuck. Alright, where are you?
How careless.
Where's the ball? Get the ball! Get the ball! Oh, you son of a bitch! Okay.
Yes.
Whew. Tizo, Tizo. No, Tizo. You're the best of us. Get out of here. Tizo, 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 Tizo. There we go.
They douse the flame.
Damn you, Pamatha! You are not true vain. To think that you have all the gall to call me sister still, after everything you wrought upon us. I hate to break it to you, Tamatha, but I don't think my actions, however much they hurt you, had any effect on our familial status. Look, I know I wronged you. That's why I'm here. You don't know my side of the story. Your side of the story? If I wanted to hear more lies and deceptions, I ought have asked the Commonwealth to stay my sentence for a while. Well, if you haven't come all this way to face me, Pamatha, then come and do it. You and me. You think that you can see Pamatha shake her head? Everyone, stay back. Alright. This will be interesting.
What is it those two think they're doing?
She kicked my ass good and proper.
Makes to settle petty scores.
And then I kicked it back. Oh, that not okay. Never mind.
The you-know-who prevailed. It was the will of the 8 scribes which kept their flame alive.
Yeah, yeah. Shove it.
The rite is done.
You Commonwealth filth. Only through the traitor's help could you have beaten us. You postpone the coming of our liberty. But we are ever patient, and our sisters on the other side shall have their day, with or without my aid. Tamatha, wait. Please. You found good company there, Pamatha. May you wither here with them. I hope sincerely we shan't ever meet again. Pamatha stands motionless as her blood sister departs. Oh, your wings, they're very beautiful, and congratulations on prevailing in the Rite. I think we're headed back now, by the way, so won't you come along? Sure. I don't see why not.
The 8 scribes bless us with their ways.
Hey, nay. The 8 scribes, they so inspired me. And now, I feel I've grown somehow closer to them, maybe. Alright. No jumps and power jumps further than usual. Power jump, press X when you see a flash. Not sprinting, no slows in their adversaries. Teaser.
Tizo appears to have a certain
Right. He's awesome. Don't you fucking judge narrator guy. Tizo just had a flash of inspiration about his role in the Rites, and as part of the Nightwings. Tizo. After casting his implode ability, Tizo returns much faster than normal. Tizo's implode ability can banish adversaries in a much wider area. I'll go for that one. Tom.
until the next Rite.
Alright, quick break. Shan't be long. Alrighty. After overcoming the essence with aplomb, you and the others return to your wagon to consider your next move, and how best to integrate Pamatha into the group. A triumvirate of winged harpies, harboring a deep hatred for the Commonwealth, led by the harp Tamatha Thane. Don't worry, I won't be staying any longer than it takes. I like my air fresh so I can sleep up on the roof. I trust the Rite will cause my path with Tamathas to cross again before long. You're welcome with us for now, Pamatha. Trust is what got us here. Isn't that right, Ruki? But Ruki does not seem to hear the question. He has been rather quiet since first encountering your new guest. Pamatha shoots him one of her smiles. He stammers something about having to check the wagon wheels again. Alright. He runs off during this discussion. The minstrel pulls you aside. Rita, I ask a moment of your time outside. For the stars? There is somewhere I may ask we go. Here in Black Basin, Rita. By your leave, of course. And provided that the stars allow it, would you look upon them for us, please? Sure thing, buddy. Chum is this big red and Lu, the vernal star. The vernal star burns bright over the densest woods in the Black Basin. Sure. The glade of Lu, directly due west. Then, it is just as my client indicated. According to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence here. The great sap scholar Lu Sclorian will have vanquished the Rutian limbless Arizek. Alright, those are words. The client of yours, our informant, Sandalwood. He entrusted us with this wagon, this quest. Why? What does he want from us? You may ask him himself. He awaits us, somewhere in the waking wood. Due west. Very nice. How do we find him? He shall find us. Seems you are soon to finally meet Sandalwood. At dawn. You shall have to cross a single narrow path leading west, where he supposedly awaits. Good. Tamatha, what's up? You approach Pamatha, not Tamatha, who has kept her herself since she joined your small band. She is an outcast of the winged high-wing remnants, the Commonwealth's hated enemies. You sense she is unaware of you as she brings her flight feathers, but then she speaks up, though you can do the same. Come to check up on me, Rita darling. In those first moments when we met, the lack of confidence which you related to that nice headwind boy. It's understandable you'd not see past these wings. One of your kind's ancient enemies just happens to insert herself into your group, and you just go with it. However, I assure you that my motives here are plain. You'll see. I have business with my blood sister Tamatha, and nothing more. You briefly met, I think. She's quite a catch. As a little quarrel between us, well, it's a long story all in all. One that's quite frankly no one's business but hers and mine. Surely we'll run into her again, maybe not soon, but in time. And we have the rest of our long lives to wait. Anyway, happy to aid you in your quest, until such time, especially to the extent that it aids me in mine. A simple exchange. Until then, stay vigilant, darling. You needn't concern yourself with making small talk with someone like me. And besides, we harps have a saying. Liars abound. She swoops off away before you can respond. Take it, this is yours. Kept close at hand and in the one-off chance a good occasion or a very bad one. I was beginning to wonder when you would return. Oh, I don't really want to do that. Go forth and show your adversaries what you have learned. I ain't learned nothing. Alright, continue. A precarious path leading toward the woods. Lone Minstrel is cautious that the one path down the cliffs is rather treacherous. We ain't got no choice, buddy. The wagon has hit a snag, descending into the black cracks, and its wheel is stuck. Jadaril is not pleased. First that blasted little bird, now this. Though you lack Jadariel's raw strength, you join in as she attempts to dislodge the wagon. At last, with a roar and a heave, she forces the wagon back onto solid ground. May this sandalwood be worth all this hassle. Thank you, Jody. I'm guessing sandalwood doesn't like to be kept waiting. He is very patient, on the contrary. Not I. Let's move on. Soon the wagon is prepared to press onward, down the jagged slopes toward Waking Wood. Your companions who explored ahead will advise on which of the forward paths is best. Alright. Land on the northern plateau or the Waking Wood, packed with seething fishes. Sir Gilman claims he can dig up something valuable here. Land to the east of Waking Wood, riddled with black crabs. Pamela says you can procure a talisman here. Sure. Having gone the route Pamatha recommended, she directs you toward a particular crag, no more conspicuous than any other. And they clip our wings before they cast us down, you know. But just the same, we learn to flit around a bit. Just watch. Pamatha swoops up to a nearby peak and disappears behind it. She does not keep you waiting long and returns bearing an item of some sort. For you, reader darling, we high-wing remnants stash away such things for such occasions. You found a titan tooth. It should be useful. After not blocking airborne adversaries, the bearer briefly stuns them and knocks them down. Alright. So very particular use, that one. Having passed beyond the black crags, your wagon arrives at the edge of the Waking Wood. It is here that Sandalwood is to be expecting you. However, most puzzling. He ought to have met us here. You said he would find us himself. Aye. He was to find us at the edge of these woods. We're supposed to keep waiting for him. He would desire for the stars to be your guide, as always. The rites beckon, and the rites take precedence above all else. Surely he should find us, yet. Then, let's keep moving. How do we get through these woods? The lone minstrel notes 2 possible paths forward at this point, though cautions that the woods are difficult to navigate, and Sandalwood would have known the most expedient path. Well, that's great. He's not bloody here, though, is he? Small clearing east of the glade of blue. The lone minstrel says his client Sandalwood studied the rites here. Ooh. Contains the grandest trees in all of the Waking Wood. The minstrel says his client... Let's go to this one. Since they were studied there. Could be fun. We get some lore. Sandalwood is a master in the rites, or used to be, at least. Then, well, it is not my place to say. Doubtless he shall tell you in due time. Now if only we could find him. He used to mentor his own companions in the rites, not far from here. However, you find no trace of the informant anywhere nearby, and without his guidance you remain quite lost in the woods. The woods seem to have encroached. There is no path forward, while neither of the paths leading backwards appear to match the route you took to this point. Oh dear. Ashen grounds amid the Waking Wood. Nay seems drawn to this location for some reason. Southern pass through the Waking Wood. I think Tizo seems to wish to go towards this location. Last time I followed you, Tizo, it didn't go well. So I reckon this time maybe it will. Odds and all that. The woods are just so disorientating at this point that you decide to break for camp and survey the surrounding for any clues. Perhaps later there should be time to pursue your vacations. Oh, okay. You want Jodariel, dear? I can send you out there, somewhere. What is it you want? Crest of her ascribed trial. Then who exactly do you have in mind? The one you told me to. Who'd I give that to? Come on, get back on team. You asked Sandra to administer one of those special trials for Judariel. That silly demon, is it? She could stand to lighten up. No, I fear that is not a secret I can teach. But let us bring her forth regardless. Soon Judariel appears in need of a summons. What's the meaning of this, reader? You can't do a trial. You're gonna like it, it's gonna be very exciting. I promise. What is the meaning of this, reader? Where are the others? The apparition of Sandra appears and loosens her mask. Welcome to my humble home, demon. You are looking good at taking orders now. State your purpose quickly, Wraith. My purpose is to put you to the test. You may be fearsome to behold, but you are old and slow. Your weakness perhaps outweighs your strengths. Though I sorely wish to see you and your lovely reader prove me wrong. Old, she says. Very well, then. Reader, let us show her whether she is right. Oh, it is the fucking harpies. I should have known. I should have known, I should have known, I should have known. Alright. They're gonna be in the way? That is in the way, nice. Nice, Judariel. Well done. Ooh, that was close. Nice. Jodariel, Jodariel, Jodariel. Nice work, buddy. Are you satisfied now, Wraith? I am never satisfied, demon. Your performance was sufficient, and you passed my test. Thus congratulations are in order to you and to your lovely reader. Now farewell. I'm getting all the achievements. You wanna talk? That was a strange experience. What do you have there, reader? Soliums, oh. Judariel casts the reward further and faster than you. Ooh, that's nice. Accept the reward. Let's put that on you. Nice, 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 nice. Alright, who could use the other one? Put it back on name. No, actually. Nah, they can have it. You wish to keep my company again? What's on your mind? Let me ask you something, lovely reader. Have you any idea for how long I've been imprisoned here? 1,000 years. You guess Sandra could have been here in her current state of exile since well before the dawn of the current age. At first she shows no indication that she even heard you. Close. Soon enough I shall be getting there. I've been in prison for thus 837 years. According to my count at least. It is possible I have lost track, although given my state I can assure you that I have had ample time to verify my arithmetic. She goes silent for a time. Let me give you some advice. If you decide to kill the Emperor, make sure you achieve what you set out to do. I expected my own death, regardless of the outcome of my task. I was not expecting this. Certainly not to be telling you about it in 837 years, or however long it's been. Although, enough of that for now. Let's get back to business, yes? Alright. Until our next appointment. I look forward to it. Investigate the surroundings. You find nothing of interest while shifting through the tall brush of the underthicket, but then, What is it, Tizo? Scarred here. Tizo seems to have found a clue to the whereabouts of the Lone Minstrel's clan. The little imp brings you to a strip of bark. It does not seem unusual at first until you notice a message carved onto the inside. You found a bark strip. It must mean something.
So it's some kind of message from this sandalwood guy?
Seems that way. Which way to Cinderroot? A hushed clearing south of this glade of loot. Grounds well travelled by saps knowledgeable in the rites. It's due northwest. Perhaps we can set forth early tomorrow, when the woods are still. Sounds good. Everyone rest up. Big day coming up. Graph usual. Despite growing your knowledge of the Book of Rites, you yet struggle to grasp certain aspects of its teachings. Through greater understanding comes the reader's influence. Carry on with this one. You text through the pages of the book. The foreign bindings, despite the volume's age, it shows so little sign of wear at times. The power emanating from it almost overwhelms you. Inspiration comes to you in a flash. Whether from the book or from within, you cannot tell. Nice. I'll appreciate it, Andy. Cool. To Cinderroot, I guess. You're a hushed clearing to the south of the Glade of Loo. You have reason to suspect the informant Sandalwood may have come through here. You arrive on the outskirts of the Cinderroot, but once again the informant Sandalwood is nowhere to be found. You sense the hopes of your companions waning as your search for the area yields nothing. Then, something startles the little imp Tizo. Scraw! Tizo seems to be crying out in surprise. He has something spotted. He has spotted someone or something. A tall figure strides forward from the trees, making a sound like laughter. The imp charges towards him and leaps right into the figure's arms. They embrace. Oh wow, how are you gonna sound? No. Rail, Tizo. But you look famished. Here. The tall sap produces something that the imp swallows immediately and with great pleasure. Tree-like creatures known for their ingenuity, cleverness, and ambition. Having allied with them, the Commonwealth achieved in decades what it could not achieve in centuries. The lone minstrel nods his head in affirmation. Everyone, I wish to introduce you to my client, Volfred Sandalwood. He is the lone minstrel's client, Hedwyn's informant and leader of the Nightwings. It has been too long, Volfred, sir. Too long indeed, Derek. I trust your new companions bring some color to your days. They do, sir. I think you shall find them worthy of the Nightwings. The sap looks upon the loss of you. You can sense his thoughts. We shall see. Then he turns to you. You must be the reader. I'm certain that we all appreciate your efforts here, my boy. Though we shall manage on our own from here on out. You're welcome to continue on with us, of course. Though you are free to go. I trust you have been adequately compensated for your time. Thanks as well for looking after all of my books. You consider what to say after all this? You've been assured your freedom. You categorically refuse to be cast aside so easily. The leader of the Nightwings has returned. You can tell that you are no longer wanted. This cannot be happening. To have come this far only to be brushed aside by some strange sap. Yeah. You stare back at Volfred, attempting to glean a deeper insight into what drives him, though remain unable to sense anything further. Still, you refuse to budge at his behest. Hold on. Volfred, sir, I'm Hedwyn. My companions and I are the ones who answered your call. We followed the signs you left for us. Now we're here, thanks to you, and also to this reader. Not just a reader, he is our friend. My friend. He's not disposable. We made him a promise, and our freedoms are now intertwined. Volfred smirks at this. Freedom's not something to be traded or exchanged, my boy. I'd hoped that you'd come to understand and grasp this by now. He breathes a sigh. It seems we started off on the wrong foot. It's not my wish to sour the occasion, for there's much to do. You have a riot you need to get to, do you not? I'll come along, though shall not interfere, for it seems you have a kinship with this reader of yours. Now then, Tariq. I, Volfred, sir. Come, let us chat. Of course, sir. Volfred strides towards the black wagon, which must have belonged to him. You sense many conflicting emotions among your companions. Volfred Sandalwood has joined you. He knows much of the rites. Welcome aboard, buddy. No replacing me though, you know. Your wagon cuts through a clearing to arrive at the Glade of Lee, where the stars directed you. Volfred nods his approval, but leaves everyone to their devices. Ooh, page revealed. The Demon. The Demon. Emperor Ma. Scarcely could I recognize him when at last I found him. A half-starved animal, horns sprouted from his head, a bestial mirror of his blackened reputation. And I, a man who conquered his countries, feared my emperor then in such a way I had never known. My charge had been to slay this man, but when I discovered him, he was already fighting for his life. The little imp, Howab, proved of little help against the Sisters of the Ark, whose entire lives were culminating in this instant. I was unable to watch. My heart ached with such pity for the man, and for the love I felt for him when I had served him, that I sprang to his defense. Buddy. As you approach Volfred Sandalwood, you feel very much aware that you reside within his black wagon, rather than he in yours. He studies you in silence for a time, then, Tariq, if you have a moment. Aye, Volfred, sir. What is it? This reader. You deem him worthy, by your estimation? The lone minstrel tilts his hat in your direction. If you wish my own estimation, Volfred, sir, then I do. Of course, it is not entirely for me to say, but I have seen this reader integrating with the others well. I believe that his achievements are self-evident in having reached the Black Basin. Your instructions were deliberately difficult to follow, yet he and the others followed them well. Indeed. Your words make sense as ever, Tariq. And what does little Tizo think of him, I wonder? Skrahaki. Tizo indicates that, a matter of fact, he is happy to have you around. I love you, Tizo. There you have it, sir. I see. He continues to examine you. High praise isn't oft spoken by those two, my boy. Nonetheless, I shall be watching you. Now pardon us, Tariq, and I have matters to discuss. Alright, buddy. They leave without another word, although you think you notice the lone minstrel look your way over his shoulder. Nice. What you got?
Oh, hey, you guys. You know, I guess I didn't get the word out about this new franchise which we opened here just now. So, give you a great deal, just tell your friends, okay? Oh, and hey, Mr. Sandalwood.
Good day to you as well, Ron. Once per right, if the bearer's pyre is extinguished, isn't... Ooh, that's nice, isn't it? You go there. I don't want you no more. Wait, do I want you? No, I don't want you. I'll keep you. And I can't really afford anything, so I'm leaving.
They're leaving, Dad. Just look at how much we got this time.
Not much. Not much, buddy. Not much. Like, you didn't get anything. Well, I suppose you got the item I sold you. You got no money. You and your fellow exiles arrived at the sacred site called the Glade of Lu, and now look to the stars in the sky to signal the beginning of the next rite. The words about you bring a sense of tranquility you've not felt in some time. But then, you notice one of the trees move. It shuffles toward you and regards you with an exaggerated bow.
Well, goodness, by the roots of Loscloran, it would appear the rumors are correct. The Night Wings have returned.
Third of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the Wise or the Philosopher. He is said to have fathomed every thought, and his wisdom flows through the river of his name.
Oh, but where are my manners, One moment.
The sap claws at his mask with his wispy fingers. Holy shit. Alright, Petty.
Much better. Oh, manly tender stuff at your service. Perhaps you've heard of me.
He is a sycophant who seems certain he will land a position of high standing once he is free.
My fellows and myself, you perhaps know us as the Chastity. We shall soon start all against you in the rites. For now I am just whittling away the time, making small talk.
A triumvirate on exploiting the rights to gain status in the Commonwealth, led by the sap H manly Tinder stuff. Alright.
Now then, as I have introduced myself, your turns. To whom am I speaking?
Then, in your mind's eye, you see Wolfred and hear his voice.
Manly Tundra stuff is not to be trusted. Reveal neither yourselves to him, nor me.
Well?
Beneath her mask, Jodariel stares back at him in silence. You suspect Wolfred's message may have reached every member of the group.
Why, now how very rude indeed. Well, fine. Ignore me, but do so at your peril. Anyhow, once this evening's rite commences, any moment now, and I'm afraid ignoring me won't be an option any longer. Oh, and now I do believe the sky is beginning to show. We'll have a chat again some other time. Now come along, come along.
Manly bows again and wanders off into the clearing as the stars begin to burn. What?
Once again, the stars align themselves before you, reader.
That's what I like to hear.
Here now at the Glade of Liu, I have to say,
Yeah?
you've come so very far.
Oh, thank you.
But there are those, such as your adversaries called the Chastity, who have toiled for this too. They know that with their freedom comes great opportunity.
Why are they gonna get their butts
It could
kicked?
be yours instead.
It shall be.
Show the Chastity that the Night Wings are superior.
I sure will do, buddy.
I wonder, O honored Night Wings, how well do you know these woods? Why, these woods would strangle you. I'm afraid I could do little to stop them even if I tried. You might do better to beware of them.
When Jodariel continues to ignore him, he grows upset.
Why, you insolent, then fine. Let us begin the dance indeed.
He shoves his mask back on in a huff.
And allow me to thank you in advance for helping me return unto my proper station in the Commonwealth.
Feck off. That's not happening. Shan't allow it.
Shall conduct the rites.
Equip Titan Tooth in your cargo. I don't think they've got any airborns. Jodariel, you're back on the team.
Jodariel.
Who else? Tizo, of course.
Tizo.
Then, yeah, let's just go with the main team.
Nay. The choice is cast.
I don't think that I like that Manly very much, because he keeps saying that we're rude. But I think we're very nice.
Are you quite ready finally, oh Nightwings? May all those masks of yours ensure no harm should come to any of your lovely countenances. Now come along, let's give the stars a show.
Weird looking group. Oh, they do have a flyer. Alright. That's weird.
May I present you, humble Lord Manly Jr.? Why, he is every bit my equal, and as poised to guarantee that Tinder South Line shall have a bright future.
He goes on about his sapling for a while. I have had more than enough of him. Rahihum. Tizo is in full agreement with this course of action and is eager to make Manly shut up for a while.
Now isn't he just the most precious thing you've ever seen,
The sapling is nothing but an extension of Manly. If he is banished, the sapling should cease to trouble you as well. Oh.
Manly and his offspring hold no small degree of influence within the Commonwealth, Breeder. There are many who would welcome his return, though none so much as he himself. How fine.
Oh, okay, puts it down, I get it.
Dario. Oh, what's this? It seems the woods themselves are closing in upon our little soiree. Oh, do be careful now. Those grasping roots and vines may not hold you in such high esteem as I.
You son of a bitch, you cheated little fuck.
Your adversary Manly is comfortable in this suffocating glade. Yet he longs now to come onward thus to great
Booyakasha.
Oh dear, the woods are closing in. Uncomfortably close at that. Whatever shall we do? Perhaps if you stand aside a while, we could put an end to this and move much sooner.
Seems like you're cheating. It definitely seems like you're cheating, buddy. Ah, shit, sorry, Tizo. Oh, sorry, Jodariel. Oh, shit, yeah, that's how I forgot how this thing worked for a moment. Oh, come on, Tizo! Get out of here. Oh, I guess this is a pickup. Oh, well done, jerk. Alright. Come on, Tizo, buddy. Oh, shit. Come on, I want you to jump. That's all I want. Oh, you're the one that I jump. You are the one I jump. Oh, 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 you son of a bitch. Hi, come here. Alright. Let's do this, nay. Nay, nay, nay.
Say, have you noticed how it's feeling rather crowded out here? Almost as if the 100 Minds himself resents your being here? Yes, I rather think it is. So cease with all this scurrying about with that damned orb and let me handle this.
Stop putting more shit up, you cheeky little shit. The utter cheek of it all. Come on, Joe, Daryl. Oh, you bastard.
The orb has left you.
Well, that's unfortunate for us.
A devious maneuver.
God damn it. These guys are very good. Come on, Joe. Ah, fuck. Come on, no, I pressed R2. No, shit. Oh, I keep forgetting that's what that does. Thinking I'm gonna do it like the others. Man, they really is just kicking ass on this one.
Alright, you Nightwings. I've had it up to here with you. Or perhaps I've simply had it up to here with all of those encroaching plants. These miserable things. Either way, I don't appreciate how you're ignoring me.
More, even more, buddy. Excessive, that's what I say. Okay. Oh, you sneaky little fuck. These guys are so good. Get out of here. Oh, for Pete's sake. Yeah, this isn't well.
Shame.
How'd she do that? Just stood right there.
You have it.
Oh, sorry, Nay. I tried and I failed. Crying out loud. Cannot get these two like this. They're annoying. He says as he gets them. Oh, come on. Bravo, I do say bravo.
Accomplished effortlessly, I might add.
Why, thank you. How generous.
End this night's proceedings.
Good. That imbecile of a sap. So much talk and hot air. Squirrel hee hee ha. Teaser is fired up and having prevailed against Manly in the chastity. I knew we could prevail, though Mr. Tinderstoff here. I think he's really upset now.
Well, my. Oh, worry not, oh Nightwings. I'm not angry with you, honestly. But I'm very disappointed. I thought perhaps we had something going here between us. You scratch my back, I scratch yours and all. Instead, however, you decided to spit in my face. Fine. We'll have to see what all your rudeness gets you now. Ta-ta. Ta-ra.
Always is there greater knowledge to be gained.
Well done, team. Well done. Proud of y'all. I've not even used per Sir Gilman yet.
Until the stars.
That was very well done, my boy. I am beginning to see why your companions vouched for you. Don't let it go to your head, of course.
I shan't, mister, I promise. Alright, quick break. Hello, hello, hello. Back at it. After vanquishing the chastity almost effortlessly, you return to your wagon to consider your next move. An adequate performance back there. Adequate? Yes, adequate. For the next part of our plan, go. Have your reader there consult the stars. See where they take you next. I'll give you a hint. It's further north. It's going to be up high. Did this knight hear you say? High up? And it's going to be cold. We'll see. Come on, my friend. Let's have a look outside then. That plan Volfred mentioned. I just want you to know, I don't know what he means. We're here because we're going to be free again. We won't be living out our days as exiles. That's the only plan as far as I'm concerned. But there's always a catch, right? We'll see what Volfred has to say. Anyway, I'll leave it to you, no matter what. We're getting closer, thanks to you. Alright, buddy. I believe in you. Ooh, this is... pretty. The golden star shines bright over the highest mountain in all the downside. Soliam, sure. So now you see it for yourself. You are summoned to the north, where looms Mount Odelion, and at the very top the fall of Soliam, with a sacred mountain on whose summit the rites were conceived. Whether its summit is the downside's closest point to the Commonwealth or the farthest, none can say. According to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence here. The temple at the highest point in the downside exists to honor the 8 scribes. You can confirm the stars indicate this exactly. Volfred, sir, how did you know? Volfred smiles back at him, but you sense his thoughts, as though he is directing them at you.
Can read, my boy. Forbidden though the words may be.
He turns back to Edwin. Your reader's skills, while rare, are not unique, but as I said, I'll let him do the job. I see that you have something special going on here, which benefits my plan. What plan? I thought this was about our freedom. Oh, fear not, my boy. It is indeed. Plenty of time to tell you all about it on the way. For now, however, you look like you can use some rest, and for that matter, so can I. If you'll excuse me. You sense your companions are exhausted from their recent travails. Given the road ahead, you agree it would be best to take the night to recover as much as possible. Okay. Sounds good. At dawn, Volfred is already up. He reveals to you a pathway through the woods into the cold lands to the north, beyond which lies your next destination. Alright, sure. You have not been to this region of the downside, and Volfred revealed this to be the one path through the woods into the north. Sounds good. Oh, very frozen. Yo, minstrel, get a tune on. You get clear of the woods at last and arrive in lands grown cold in the shadow of Mount Aldoil. You will have to make it all the way to the top. In a moment of respite, Volfred calls everyone together to discuss matters pertaining to the rites and the plan to which he alluded. You banded together with a common faith that freedom from the downside is not impossible. Am I correct? But let me ask something. What does freedom even mean to you? He looks in your direction as he asks, defying you to answer. You cannot sense his own thoughts on the subject, and only know the truth of how you feel. Achieving inner peace, having no master, going where you please, to feel true love. Don't know that that's freedom. guess it depends. It depends who you are, really, isn't it? Right? I don't think true love is that difficult for some people. More difficult for some others. I don't know. Living without fear, I think. Oh yeah, that freedom means living without concern for others' judgment or approval. That rings true, doesn't it? You tell Volfred that freedom means living without fear, and not being subject to persecution or retaliation for one's thoughts and choices. He considers your remarks for a short while.
Good answer, my boy. I happen to agree. Fear takes hold in freedom's wake. But fear is a natural impulse, is it not? A common feeling we all share from time to time. A deeply rooted impulse there to aid our judgment and spur us on to acts of courage. If not for fear, I doubt we would accomplish very much in life. And just now, we stand upon the brink of accomplishing something vital.
He then turns his attention to the whole group.
Now, let me tell you all what freedom means to me. Freedom means to live life without fear, just as your reader stated. To be able to indulge one's curiosities and passion, at least the ones that come to no harm to others, without the constant threat of judgment and reprisal.
I like you, Volfred.
Freedom means not being made a criminal for what you know or whom you love, or what you choose to think or not think.
I really like you, Volfred. He looks out toward the distant mountains.
Within the next few days, your time in exile could come to an end. You could see the Commonwealth once more, and you would be exalted there, given the highest honor, the opposite of how you got here. But you would not truly be free, I think. At least, you would become complicit to an ancient system that would deign to cast down others such as you. It is a system whose well-intentioned funding principles have long been lost. And the 8 scribes, if they are out there still, have made quite clear they shall not intervene firsthand. That is where you come in.
Turns to you and everyone again, looking at each of you.
Long have I wished to gather such a group, that together you might see that seeking freedom only for yourselves is too modest a goal. You share a higher calling now. The plan, then, is this. We free each other from the downside through the rites. Then we meet on the upside. We organize. Each new moon at dusk, we join together at the spiral sanctum. We need as many of us here as possible. My agents on the other side shall explain the rest.
You're plotting a revolt.
Just so. I am asking a lot. You do have other options. Deceit, however, is not one of them. The reader and myself, you know by now that we can see through it. But you need not be part of this, nor is it my interest to coerce you. You may go your own way if you wish. Live out your remaining days here like so many others. So if anyone among you prefers that, if you cannot see yourself continuing to strive together in the Commonwealth, as you are doing here, then speak now.
Volfred pauses for a time, examining each member of the group. No one stares.
Very good. Some of you consider yourselves friends, some others not. But all of you are bound together through the rites, and are integral to our plan. Remember that. You seek true freedom, you will not find it waiting for you in the Commonwealth. But together, you can bring it about, both for yourselves and others. That is my promise.
Then he lets out a long breath.
That's it. I ask you all to think on this, and let us reconvene along our journey to the summit.
Wolfred turns towards the mountains, leaving you to consider what he said. Plot the wagon's northward path. Ooh, this is juicy. I didn't think that's where the Chloe. Okay, didn't realize the story was gonna go like that. Interesting. I like it. Although I wonder how this sort of gameplay would work if we're up there. Like, I can't imagine we'd still be doing rites, would we? To revolt. Interesting. Pathway leads north to the Sacred Mountains. Bulford indicates that this is the only way to reach the base of Mount Alodale. One way to find out, I suppose.
Beyond lies Mount Ondale. I suggest we make camp here at the base of the mountain, though we shall need our spirits and our strength to make the ascent.
Teaser, it is your time, sir.
What brings you to me this time, my dear Rita?
Teaser,
You need but choose among the unenlightened fools with whom you travel.
Teaser. You asked Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Tizo.
I dare think I remember something of that imp.
He certainly stood out from all his ilk. Although that really is not saying much, well, let us bring him forth. Tizo soon appears in heat of summons. Creaky. Tizo seems to be prepared for whatever lies beyond. Good boy. I believe in you, Tizo. The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, imp. You answer to me, huh? Cree, hark. Tizo indicates his understanding and is prepared to begin Sandra's trial. You know the formalities, of course. Show me then, what have you learned thus far about the rites? Here in this trial, it shall be just you, my beyonders, and your lovely Rita. Let's see how you fare. You got this, Tizo.
Tizo.
What you guys gonna do? No, that's what you're gonna do. Don't do that. That's just mean. Oh shit, that's not what I meant to do. That was dumb of me. Sorry, Tizo. Ah, you son of a bitch. Oh, you're still a son of a bitch. Come on, Tizo. Oh, no. Oh, this is not going well. Oh, shit. I'm sorry, buddy. Ooh. Oh, come on. How? How dare you? Get out of here. Jerk. Dare you do that to Tizo?
Have you no shame?
No, you have no shame. Let's see. Buddy. Come on, buddy. Yes. Get in, you little bugger. Tizo! I love you, Tizo. Nice work, buddy. Cree. Tizo is excited to have completed Sandra's challenge and awaits her approval. A worthwhile effort, imp. Your performance was sufficient and you passed my test. Your predecessor may well have approved. Those congratulations are in order to you and your lovely Rita. Now farewell, who's your predecessor, buddy? What's that all about? Creek? Tiso is happy to be back and wonders what it is that Sandra granted you. You take a closer look at the new artifact in your possession. Let's have a look, shall we? Ooh, rank 7. Tiso's flutter and zip abilities cost less stamina. Oh, buddy, you're having that. Only usable by Tiso, even the sisters were taken aback faced with such a sheer ferocity from one with such a small stature. He is best boy. Where are you, Tiso? So what do you have currently? Oh, we've not given you one yet, Gilman. You can have this, buddy. Buddy? There you are, my boy. There was something which I wish to discuss with you, in private. Volfred stares at you rather intently, as if reaching out to you, and then... You do know what it means to be a reader. Those such as we are not limited to reading pages from a book. Though your ability in this eye sense is nascent, still. Mere flashes, uncontrollable. I see as well, now, that they haven't told you yet, your friends, and that explains a lot. They haven't told you readers such as you cannot go free. Excuse me? Well, that's the complete opposite of what I was told. I had wondered why you would insist on pressing onward with this group in light of this. The answer then was plain. You simply did not know or fully realize. They did not deceive you, by the way. There is no reason they would know themselves, other than Tariq, who shall not influence your thinking in such matters. Rather, I had expected when at first we met, that you already knew the truth of this from having read the passage in the Book of Rites, which states it plain. Whoops. Only those who conduct the rites firsthand shall walk the path toward enlightenment, and become eligible to regain their freedom. Perhaps you have not gotten to that part just yet. Well, I'm going as quick as it lets me, buddy. Volfred breaks free from you and looks to you again. Then he speaks to you as normal. It is plain that you are not in adequate condition to conduct the rites, and this group values you as a reader. I wish only to ensure you understand what you are getting into here. Despite whatever hopes and dreams and promises might have been shared, I do not think the rites can help you to return, if that is what you had in mind. So once again, I invite you to depart, and I will see to it that you are compensated. Do not misunderstand. If it is not your wish to remain, then you are welcome. But this journey we are on, it has no guarantees. Not for you, or any of us. Do you understand? There is more at stake here than your freedom alone, and besides, perhaps there is a way. You have learned in life to keep your expectations low and tempered. If Volfred really wishes to know your thoughts on this subject, he knows where to find them. Rude. Yeah, let's just be a good boy. You understand the words of warning, yet just the same you choose to carry on. There is more that you wish to achieve on this journey than freedom for yourself. I admire that, my boy. Then, very well. Know that we have much at stake here in this, anyway. Much more than just a shot at going back into that Commonwealth, which cast us down here to begin with. It sounds like you intended to stick around. Then we'll have lots more time to chat, as we ascend the sacred mountain in the coming days. Until then... He strides out of the wagon then, leaving you with your thoughts. Alright. Oh, wait a minute. You got anything to say? You call upon me for some purpose, my reader? What's on your mind? How very kind of you to visit me again like this, oh lovely reader. For I was just about standing about in the blackness of this void, thinking it would be most pleasant if someone were to happen for a change. There was a long period of time that this incarceration of mine failed utterly to do anything but bring me peace of mind. Not much of a punishment. I invite you to imagine an upbringing among the Sisters of the Ark, living on the outskirts of civilization. Your days are full of training which could kill you, or cripple you for life. An ancient band of killers trained almost from birth to carry out their missions without fail. All the Sisters needed was an aim, and a sum of 500 soul up front. How do you suppose I lost my sight? Through glorious battle with the scribes? Or in a careless sparring session with my master? But I've not forgotten enough just yet. In any case, as I welcomed the prospect of not having to struggle every moment to survive. But in less than 2 centuries, why, I started to grow terribly bored. It did not help that the Nightwings of the early days were the stodgiest lot you could imagine, obsessed with obeying the book as strictly as they could. Some of them started to remind me of myself, and then I think, when I was young, such idiots, the lot of them. But what am I saying, lovely reader? I shall not bore you further with such matters. I would have bored myself to death back then if only I could die. Like so many other things, I think mortality is something oft taken for granted, until it is taken away. So given your mortality, what say that we get back to business here? Alright, Sandra. Let us do this all again sometime. Sure thing, chicken one. Alright, let's discuss the plan. Earlier, Wolfred called upon a group meeting, presumably to reveal his plan in more detail. Instead, he reveals some bad news. He is a long-standing exile of the Nightwings who seek more than his lone freedom. Wait, what are you saying? What I'm saying, boy, is that while you indeed can get yourselves out of here, it can't be all at once. We earn our way back one by one, or not at all. But I swore we'd go free together. We may go free together yet, but it's going to take time. And this is only the first phase. You, Hedwin, and the others exchange glances. Let me make this plainer for you still. Here is how the coming days are going to unfold. First, we're going to ascend Mount Odiel. There to the north. You may not think this wagon's fit for it, and rest assured it's made the journey many times. Next, we'll pass through the Scribe's Gate. Only the worthy pass through there, as your reader could attest, if he did not merely skim that chapter of the book. Afterwards, we'll reach the Fold of Solium, and meet our adversaries in the Rites. They are to be the Templars, led by the demon Ignarius. You'll know him when you see him. Both you and they shall choose someone from your respective ranks. Then once one of the triumvirats prevails, there somebody will be whisked home to the Commonwealth. Whisked home to the Commonwealth? Precisely. Once returned, our somebody is taken in, and clothed, and fully pardoned. The Commonwealth knows about all this. The same Commonwealth that says a sentence into exile is forever. The freedom from the downside is impossible. Many of these details the scribes themselves wish to be kept secret. Former exiles and the leaders of the Commonwealth alike have good incentive to protect those secrets well. So, then that's it. We climb the mountain and someone goes back. Everyone else stays. For most of those participating in the rites, yes. That's it. But I like your connotation, and indeed for us, that isn't it, at all. If one of us returns, it shall be just a step along our path. However, let that sit for now. Gather your strength. We'll talk again on the way up. Wolfred leaves the rest of you to consider what he said. You have time now for your vocations. At dawn, you shall begin to ascend the mountain of Olympia. Let's try this. I wonder if this is why I'm not getting story from the rest of them. Because I got like one bit from Hedwyn and none from anyone else. Having gleaned knowledge from the Book of Rite, you can import some of this in teachings. As each exile's path toward enlightenment is personal, you will have to mentor them one at a time. Jadariel, seems fair you should be next. Very well, but there is much to learn. Your knowledge of that book is vital to us all. You illustrate to Jadariel some of the intricacies of the rites, focusing on how all three in a triumvirate can move and act as one. You sense she grasps some of the concepts. Ooh. Utter nonsense, all of this. That we can have come this far. Fortune cannot alone be the cause. We got any adversaries banished by Jadariel. Sounds Gucci. I appreciate your knowledge, reader. Perhaps I shall soon have an opportunity to put it to some use. Oh, so they only go to 5. Okay. Continue your journey. You have not been to this region of the downside. Fulford states that your ascent to the Mount Aldeal shall begin here. Sounds good. Mount Aldeal. Isn't this pretty? Little bubbles and shit. Here before you lies Mount Aldeal, stretching far beyond your line of sight. Somewhere upon this mountain lies the only place which you can escape the downside. Your companions gather again before Wolfred, who stands tall as ever. Whether from the cold air or the subject now at hand, you sense tension in the air. Now then, all of you have many questions, no? I've done a lot of talking, so go on, ask away. But there is only silence. One question stands out in your mind, which you refrain from asking yet. But only one of you is to get free at first. Who shall it be? Go on, now. Don't be shy. Who first? Questions. Why us? Why you indeed, madame? That I can't explain. You sin the sword you stand against as adversaries in the rites. What is it that they want, do you suppose? They want their freedom back, of course. They'll settle for it on the Commonwealth's own terms. They'll gain their freedom and some cushy new responsibilities. Perhaps then they'll have a hand in sending still more exiles here to join us. Think on it. The Commonwealth rose from the ashes of the fallen empire thanks to the efforts of the first exiles who escaped this place via the rites. It is the Commonwealth's first and proudest tradition to honor those ones who lived to redeem their transgressions. They have a certain wisdom, do they not? But as for you, I have been looking for a certain set of dispositions for a good length of time. All I needed was for somebody appropriate to show up, and to listen. So I planted many little eyes and ears throughout this land, whispering hints of this, absurd as it may sound, to look someone with a certain faith and creativity to go for it. That someone proved to be Hedwyn over there. He was tasked with seeking 2 trustworthy allies, an old burdened wagging and a reader. He was invited to bring others for the ride, all different sorts, gather enough help, and he and his friends could be free. Long story, but you know much of the rest. So then, why you? Because I've reason to believe you're not the sort to play right back into the Commonwealth's old hand. The rites, as you have seen, are quite exclusive.
You are imposters in this little party. You could be the ones to break it up. Now then, more questions. Your head is beginning to spin. You can excuse yourself or keep listening. Yes, this is important. Fulford's explanations are a lot to take in, though you feel compelled to absorb as much of what he's willing to tell you at this point. He prompts for further questions when Jodariel raises her voice again. Hold. You mistook my meaning. I understand your plan. I still wish to know why us. Why are we, among all others, chosen for this liberation rite? On a bloodied moon, at the fall of Solium, an exile from the prevailing triumvirate shall go free. The annotated champion shall then plunge into the shimmer pool and return in glory, the Book of Rites. Ah, I see. Well, but that is simple, really, madame. You are chosen. You are qualified, I should say. Because as the expression goes, 'tis what the scribes ordain. Though in this case the expression is quite literally true. When the Eight created the rites, each one of them anointed certain other exiles to participate on their behalf. Exiles who showed some promise of redemption. The triumvirates they formed have stood the test of time, replenishing their numbers as their individuals moved on or passed on. You've met them as they are today, the accusers, the withdrawn, and so on. A vindictive triumvirate that conducted many liberation rites in the past, but seldom prevailed, led by the nomad Lendl the Liar. The Eight Scribes have formed a special group, against which all others would be judged. That group they called the Nightwings. You bear their books, wear their masks and raiments. You need but show up to the rites, you see. The others erstwhile jockey for position for a chance to take you on.
Yeah, well, what if we don't, eh? What if we don't show up?
Then you would deny yourselves a chance at freedom, and deny it also to your adversaries. Victory means nothing in common right, then. Participation is all that matters. Not so, madame. Only the enlightened may regain their freedom, while failure can be an excellent teacher. The scribes do favor the victor. So you see, those who do not conduct the rites, or do not prevail in them sufficiently, they might find themselves barred from the liberation rites. But these are technicalities. The Nightwings disbanded years ago. Since then no one has gone free. Yet still the other triumvirates pressed on, with fleeting hope that one day you'd be back. It's been a heavy price to pay in all of this. Now, if you'll excuse me, we'll talk again some other time. Some murmur to themselves about all this as Wolford takes his leave. Others reconnoiter pathways leading up to the mountain and present you with some options. A pathway on the outskirts of Mount Odil's nameless lower summits. Pamather expects some long-lost valuables to be stashed here. A gap through the nameless lower summits beneath Mount Odil. Nate believes the Eight Scribes will bless with a ghost for her. Sure. The sublime beauty of Mount Odil, along with the thin air that highs above the sea, has been enough to silence even the most talkative of your companions. However, Nay has been positively bursting with excitement. Isn't it wonderful? I think it really is, don't you? Cool. Tizo seems not to share Nay's enthusiasm. He does not like the cold. You've been here before, Tizo? Isn't that so? Why would you ever leave? I wouldn't leave. I'd stay. I think I'd stay. Unless maybe I got too cold or hungry. Wait, is that? Something about her changes. Wait, look, Tizo, don't you see? Look, don't you see them there? Scrackree? Tizo seems to be exclaiming something in utter disbelief.
You yourself see nothing, but Nay rises almost off her feet as the imp looks on, astonished. Was that the scribes? It was. I know it was. They said something to me. They spoke to me. They told us we are welcome, that we're welcome here. Nay runs off to spread the word amongst all your companions. Strangely enough, her enthusiasm is infectious, and in spite of everything, your spirits rise. Ooh, I'll take it. First of two paths leading to the mountain summit, Hedwyn expressed a passing whim to see the view from here. That's nice. Second of two paths leading to the mountain summit, Sir Gilman wishes to look upon the sacred waters here. Hedwyn, I don't think we've done anything with Hedwyn. It's not for a while. Damn. Hello, buddy. You and Hedwyn walk in silence for some time as he conducts a customary survey of the area. Well, my friend, no sign of owlers, as Jody would say. No sign of anything at all. He sensed something is troubling him. Oh, that is just... I've just been giving lots of thought to everything Volfred told us. In another couple of days, one of us may be gone all of a sudden. Or, I don't mean to put it that way. One of us could go free. We earn our way back, one by one, as he said. I want you to know something. The others and I, we talked it over, and when the time comes, we want you to decide. Decide who gets to go, if anyone. This might be all part of Volfred's plan, but we got here thanks to you, and even though I'm worrying right now about us splitting up, I guess if Volfred has his way, all of us will meet up on the other side. Won't that be a day? Worst case, we keep failing in the rites and be stuck down here together, just like this. The two of you walk in silence for a time. When at last you return to the wagon, Hedwyn turns to you again. Thanks for the company. I think I'm better now. Hedwyn feels more prepared for the next rite. Hope likewise for the best. Hey, nice job, Hedwyn. I think I'm beginning to understand something of all this, my friend. Nice. Choose a mastery. Hedwyn gains plus 50% more stamina, letting him jump and sprint more often. Hedwyn and his allies regenerate stamina twice as usual. Oh, that helps everyone? Oh, that's neat. Hedwyn and his allies cause banished adversaries to remain banished for 2 seconds, longer than usual. The Hedwyn douses the adversary PYRE recovers equal to up to 50% of the damage dealt. I like everyone getting buffs. That's nice. I can't decide if Hedwyn should be the first to leave or the last. Kind of like the idea of him being there for the whole thing, but I feel bad leaving him till last. You and your companions gather at Scribe's Gate, where a single narrow trail to the summit narrows even more and falls under an archway carved of stone. Come along now, everyone, and be prepared to speak your mind when you are called. Frankly, most of you still lack entitlement, but we may pass together. Much how we act as with a single heart and mind during the rites. Well then, lead onward, Tariq. Please, follow me. Removing his hat, the lone minstrel approaches the gate. You and all the others follow. When the last of your companions nears the ark, you notice someone standing high above who appears there for you. Ooh, you look cool. She eyes the lone minstrel first. Is that you, Tariq? It is. Greetings, Celeste. She watches over the Scribe's Gate, and this seems to be connected to the lone minstrel and the rites. And how's your rest? Too long, Celeste. It seems your work has piled up in the meantime. You bring this many to the gate? Aye. Then let us make this quick. She gestures towards the rest of you. Now each of you in turn, state who you are, and what you seek whilst crossing the Scribe's Gate. Do as she says, please, without questioning. Your fellow exiles exchange glances but quickly comply. I'll start. They call me Hedwyn the Deserter. I've come here seeking freedom for myself and my companions. In my case, so I can return to be the one whom I love. The woman bids him forward. The lone minstrel prompts Rookie to speak up next.
They am regarded as rookie Gruntel, huh? I just want to get out of here. I guess with my chums, preferably. Go see Mama back home.
I'm Captain Chodariel. I do not truly know as yet what I am seeking here.
Oh, my name is Nay, and I am here, I think, because the scribes have all called to me. I must be, because if not, then who?
Screek. Tiso seems to live up to the Nightwing's legacy and maybe see the Commonwealth someday. Oh. Sir, Gilman of the Sea Dominion at your service. This knight is on a quest to find his honor. He lost it at a certain point. Palmer for Thane. I'm only here because my sister's here. Then as Volfred steps forward, the one called Celeste raises her voice. I recognize you from the Nightwings of the past. You're not clad in the raiments any longer. I would know why. I had my chance already. The Nightwings that now stand before you, I travel with them as a pilgrim now. I see. Then state why you are here, as have the others. My name is Volfred Standlewood. I seek liberty for each of us, so that one day we all might stand shoulder to shoulder on the other side, and bring our freedom to the people here. She waves him by. Then she turns to you, for there is no one left to go. You're just a crippled scholar, you're just an old farmer, and you're just a war orphan. I don't know who I am. Try as you might, you can't make out the details of what life was like in the Commonwealth. I don't know who I am. You cannot for life of you recall a time before arriving in the downside. Details of the Commonwealth are scarce within your mind. Perhaps you wanted to forget the place. The one called Celeste continues to examine you, expecting you to add to your response. State also what you truly seek. Ooh, Commonwealth which cast you down into the downside cannot be forgiven. You wish to do whatever it takes to see your fellow exiles regain their freedom. I just want to help my friends. The companions you have met here, who have helped you to survive and to find kinship in the downside. Your priority is to ensure that they achieve their goals. That is all you wish for now. The woman regards you for a time, then nods once, and waves all of you by. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome here. Go forth with glory. And Tariq? Aye, Celeste. Be on your way as well. The lone minstrel bows his head and puts his hat back on. He does not look back at her. Uno secondo.
Aye, aye, aye. Onwards we go. From the top of Mount Olodial, you can see the distant downside before you. You think of the many thousand leagues you crossed to reach this point as the sky grows dim. Page revealed. The mercy shown. Jordalia. So cold it can burn the skin, but keeps the wagon cool and food fresher longer. Alright. The Impavub and I, we helped to save the Emperor. And when the danger did subside, my Emperor Solium Mur, he said something to me, which shook me to the essence of my being. He said, "You gave your freedom, Master Golafian, so that I may yet have mine. You too, now are an exile at the downside. In all the days which I have left, I never could repay the mercy you have shown me. So, if I cannot do so in this life, then I shall do it in the next." We crossed the land together, and together with the imp, we gained the company of those who saw in him what I did. I'm interested. Can I piss someone else off? Apparently not. Alright. Jodara appears to be prepared for whatever is to come this night. Though it is not yet dark, she is already in her remnants. Hedwyn soon joins her and looks ready. Any signs of Ruki? None as yet. Complained about a chafing at the collar of his mask. Our freedom might be hinging on that collar then. I'm certain that it is. Aww. The three of you exchange glances, but nothing is said, or needs to be said. Soon, if Wolfred is to be believed, one of your companions may regain his or her freedom.
Yeah, what did I miss there? I'm late. Is it starting? Is it starting yet?
Easy, Rookie. We got a little time. It isn't starting yet. I'm afraid your struggles with your mask, Greentail.
Feeling a lot better, thanks. I just had to smash it repeatedly against the wall for a little bit, eh? Put some more nerves to the bed. There, for good measure. Oh, this is really happening, huh? One of us might be getting out of here, like, soon.
By dawn, in fact, if all goes well.
If all goes well, that's one way to look at it, I guess.
What are you getting at, Greentail?
Well, it's just we might be breaking up the band here. People, if one of us gets out, that's been bugging me for a while now. I thought we were getting out of it at once.
Shoot, I look at you.
Some of us, we might not be getting out of it at all.
Hedwyn slams his fist against the wall. No, not if I can help it. We made a promise to each other, each of us, the four of us. We're all getting out of here. I care about the others too, I do. But we've been here from the start. I want you to know that my promise is to you, and I believe you'll do the same for me. So it's like this. If any of us gets out, great, but it's just the start. We're gonna do whatever it takes there, on the other side, to make it so the rest of us can get back too.
What, you think they're gonna build a bridge down here if we ask nice, or something?
I don't know what it's going to take. I just know we have to try. Jodariel turns to you. Reader, we shall find a way. She nods to reassure you, and to reassure herself. Rookie nods his head in turn, and the Hedwyn gazes. Neither one's failed, falters. Well, my friends, I think it's just about time. Let's go. One by one they turn towards the door. The follow Solium awaits, a vital step in your quest for freedom. Yet you feel in your heart that it shall only be the first. With the downside celestial landmarks. The temple at the highest point on the downside exists to one of the 8 scribes. Your 3 companions each gain 1 heart for the liberation rite. Nice. You have returned, have you? What is it you require? This place, where you currently reside, it must be Mount Ordeal, is it not? And this was where those blasted scribes decided what to do with me. I had already failed in my mission to eliminate the demon Soliamur. I did not anticipate his return, you see. The 8th of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the First Exile, or the last of his name. They took me and some of my beyonders alive, although do not expect to see an account of that in their good book. Whether it was for mercy or for spite, I never became certain. They probably presumed that my expulsion for eternity would eventually have taught me some respect for them. But no, not yet. Not yet. Well, I do not mean that, really. The scribes did spare my life, and were it not for that, I would never have been thusly trapped to then enjoy your company, O lovely reader. Now, having met my quota of blaspheming for the time, I think it's best we resume the normal sort of business between us, if there is any to speak of. And good hunting at the precipice. May you soon rid the downside of some useless idiot. Alright, I'll try my best. Come visit me again sometime when you need further practice. What?
Hey guys, so just so you're aware now, I know we come here. I know how you come you are here. I know how come you're here. How come you made it all this way up here? I know, alright? You're here because I get the lowest prices and all the downside. Am I right? And some of the new stuff I got in stock, you're gonna get a lot of value there. An awful lot.
Don't think I am, buddy. Don't think I'm gonna touch her. Unlearn any masteries. Very nice.
Ugh, just not a lot of customers today.
Alright, let's do this. Is everyone prepared, Edwin? Yes, though several of us have another question that's been troubling us. You need but ask. You said that one of us is going to return to the Commonwealth if we defeat the Tempers and the Rites this night. What happens if we fail? A mighty triumvirate that has been closest rival of the Nightwings. Edwin, my boy, don't you see? The path to freedom and the path to enlightenment are one and the same. Do you intend to stray from the path? No. Then you have nothing to fear. But let me be much more upfront with you. Should you be defeated by the Tempers this night, then one of them shall end up going free instead of one of you. It is as simple as that. What then is to be done? The very same as if we achieve victory. We await our next such opportunity and make the most of it. Tonight our plan is set in motion. We are united in our cause. We shall look as ever toward the stars for guidance, and seize upon our future chances, just as they arise. So look up, my boy, and set aside your doubts. It is time to make great strides along the path. Alright.
Boom, boom, boom.
Many years have passed since last the Nightwings gained the summit of the sacred mountain and stood upon the fall of Solium.
Man, the artwork in this game is so
Be
cool.
commended for your guidance, reader,
Thank you.
but only if you can prevail in this liberation rite.
I will try.
Stand to gain much more than some enlightenment. Your adversaries are none other than the Tempers. I trust they need no introduction. Soon, one among you shall regain their freedom.
The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. I concur. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. Then, anointed one of the Tempers, come forth now and declare yourself and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. A massive demon swaggers into view. He reaches for his mask.
You know who I am already. But look at where we got here. The damned Nightwings decided to show up. Almost figured we'd never gonna see the day again.
I take some notice of someone in your ranks.
Hey, you.
He indicates Jadariel. She scoffs back at him.
Lose the mask. Ain't seen one of our own in ages. Not in these damned robes.
Jadariel's hesitation is almost imperceptible before she moves to remove her mask, just as her adversary asked. Satisfied.
Whoa. You must be new.
Jadariel soon puts her mask back on. Enough talk.
Ah, I like you, curly horns. Tell you what, once we put you out your lights, you come along with these guys. We're gonna have a spot open. Only a shame is I ain't gonna be around to show you a good time.
I should rather cut out my tongue.
Oh, you don't mean that? Our kind, we ought to stick together. Now come on.
Ignarius throws his mask back on. His allies snarl at the rest of you. He is the notorious demon leader of the most feared triumvirates in the Rites. He's going to be all big boys. No. Have the Nightwings reached a decision on whose behalf they shall conduct this rite? The lone minstrel gets your attention in his subtle way. Reader, this is it. The first companion whom you choose shall be anointed to go free this very night if you prevail. The other two in the triumvirate shall lend their aid. As you may know, only the most enlightened in the rites are eligible to go free. Not all among you may be ready yet. Now, Nightwings, I would have your decision. Preparations, choosers should be free. Unworthy. Anoint. Oh, I don't want to get rid of them. Oh, I don't really want to get rid of anyone. Jodariel, I guess. You were one of the first. I think it's only fair. Me? Why? Then the Gate Guardian looks upon you and your adversaries. Very well. Then under the watch of the 8 scribes, here are the stakes of this East Liberation Rite. Should the Nightwings prevail, the ones called Jodariel shall be liberated. Should the Tempers prevail, the exiled Ignarius shall be free instead. She then turns to you. Now, who among the Nightwings shall complete your triumvirate, to stride alongside Jodariel, and see to return of glory?
Who shall be at her side?
These two again. I guess they have to be at free to be eligible. It's a bit late now, isn't it? Yeah, nay.
Nay.
Me? Oh yes, I will. Tizo, of course. What am I thinking?
Tizo.
Tizo is more than willing to throw all his support behind Jodariel this night. Yay.
It is done.
Very well. The 8 scribes accept your choices, reader of the Nightwings. She then indicates the lone minstrel. Now, are you yourself prepared, Tariq? Aye, Celeste. Then let us all begin.
Nightwings, been waiting an awful long time to get out of this hole. Try and stop me.
That's the plan, boyo.
Commence.
Get out of here. Ooh, music. Yes, please. Come on, Jodariel. Fucking get in. Get in, Jodariel. Ooh, they had a beefy little fucking pyre, didn't they? Oh, what am I doing? Forgetting how it works. Always forget with Tizo. Poor Tizo. Booyakasha. God, I wish they had this music on every time. This is great. Get out of here. No! Teaser. I got achievement for that. Ooh, that was interesting. Come on! Ooh, so close! Ooh, okay. Ooh, I just needed to jump. Oh, thanks, mate. Come on, Conjure Daryl! Ah, that's unfortunate. No, no! Ah, you little shit. Oh, Jesus, that's bigger than I thought it was.
Tease out, tease out, tease out. You good for nothing Nightwings. Skip out on us for years and years, then show up all of a sudden like you're gonna let somebody out for once. But now we gotta work for it, I guess. Damn it. I used to be the best at this, at least. But now, the pressure's getting to me. Can't believe it's getting to me. Ah, Moira. Hey, don't you even recognize me anyway? Come, Nightwings. Let's see you keep this up.
Oh, buddy. I'm sorry. They're making me feel bad for not helping him. Right, that's the idea. God damn, that thing is annoying. Oh, shit. Get out of here. No! Oh, fuck. Indeed. Yes, nay. Get in. Get in, girl. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Nice. And a happy accident, some may say. Oh, Tizo, I'm so sorry. I still love you. Okay, buddy? You wanna come this way? You come this way.
The orb, take it.
Nice try, buddy.
Sublime. Your victory is at hand.
Done two thing.
And there it is.
God, Tizo, nay. So good.
The Nightwings proved their worth.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
Their adversaries, they did not.
Sorry about that.
Thus ends the Liberation Rite.
Ooh.
And thus,
Look at these
the
two.
scribes have chosen the exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free.
You got this, Jodariel.
Absolved of all misdeeds. Return to glory in the Commonwealth. Her adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
For now.
What a joke. We should have had this. You should have had this. You got all rusty. You've been waiting for so damn long. Damn it. Damn it. Nightwings. We'll be seeing you around, I guess. And next time, you ain't gonna be so lucky.
Alright, buddy. After all this time, she turns her gaze toward the rest of you. I never thought this day would come. I have all of you to thank for this. For doing this for me. The life that I recall back in the Commonwealth was at times difficult. And I am much older now. I know not what I shall find on my return. However, I know this. If that place still is like the Commonwealth I left so long ago, then I shall strive to make it better. For as long as I can retain my strength and breath. You will do, buddy. You see her smile faintly as she disappears into the shimmer pool, but you still can hear her voice, though faintly now. A seldom seen celestial phenomenon, linking the downside back to the Commonwealth. Thus beneath the pool, a blooded moon, the Sclorian waters rise for but a moment, only to fall again. Farewell then, reader, all of you, for now. Jordariel earned back her freedom. Jordariel is set to return to the Commonwealth and leave the downside forever. May she return in glory. Congrats, Jordariel.
Captain Jordariel.
Go be badass up there.
Scribes are ever merciful.
Make way for our return.
Their grace, the cycle of the rites may soon commence again.
Good job, guys. We'll work on Ruki next. Get him gone.
May the scribes
Bless
have
him. We
mercy
should do the
on
first
us
three
all.
first, I guess. And I kind of like the idea of Edwin being there for the whole thing. Just because he's the first one you meet and been the last, but I don't know. Feels mean. To your victory over the Tempers and the Liberation Rite, you return to your wagon to decide how to proceed from here. I don't know what I'm gonna do without her here.
Well, look on the bright side. There's one less mouth to feed, eh?
Well, see Jordariel again if we persevere. Our journey's now begun in earnest. We'll just need to make a few last preparations while we're here.
She was a grim, long-time resident of the downside, grown accustomed to surviving here. She's regained her freedom in a liberation rite. What about the stars? Can we afford the time?
About that, Rita, go see for yourself.
The night sky of the Mount Odeon is much darker than you would have expected. Your thoughts are with Jordariel as you look toward the heavens. You gaze into the darkness of night. Seek your seek your destination.
Destination.
Here? Star Song Fisher, those born under it are well cultured and influential. Alright. You search the sky, but in vain. No stars are shining now.
The stars revealed nothing, did they not?
You confirm his suspicions.
It's as the book foretells. This is the chance we need to make ready for what lies ahead. There's a haven south of here we'll travel to at dawn. And when the stars decide to shine for us again, we'll be ready. Mark my words.
Alright. Sorry, buddy. You find Edwin on his own after Jordariel's liberation. You sense straight away what is on his mind. The two of them were close through much of his life. He looks up to you, but his familiar smile is nowhere to be found. I'm sorry, my friend. I should be in a much better mood right now. It's just... can't believe she's gone. Then he shakes his head. Listen to me. I'm talking like she's... He falls silent again. You can tell he needs some time to himself right now, and turn to leave. Wait, hold on. Don't leave me here just yet. First of all, my friend, thank you. I don't like to think of it as in quite these terms, but out of all of us, I really hoped she'd managed to get out of here. She's been here for the longest, not to mention, I'd probably be dead 10 times over by now if it weren't for her. What's more, maybe other than Volfred himself, I have feelings she's really going to make an impact on this plan of ours. Back on the other side, Volfred's ambitious plot to spark a revolution in the Commonwealth as peacefully as possible. The plan's current probability of success is 26%. We shall stand together, shoulder to shoulder, as the scribes themselves once stood on Volfred Sandalwood. Just the same, though, I'm gonna miss her. You and Edwin share some memories of Jordariel for a time, though it grows clear to you that he needs some time alone. Thanks again, my friend. I hope that one day all of us can meet Jodie. She'd be happy on that day, I bet. It's very late now. We part ways after bidding each other a good evening. Alright. What you gotta say? My lovely reader comes to me again. To what do I owe the pleasure? Nothing, apparently. Take care of yourself, reader. Continue your journey.
Vogliame liberatus.
Good morning, my boy. The place I noted earlier. Let me illuminate the way.
Alright. Moonlight Cove. Okay. A small landing on the dark side of the sacred mountain. Wilfred indicates you can await the next cycle of the rites here. Gucci. Looks very nice. Wilfred leads all of you into a calm and quiet clearing, tucked away inside one of the mountain's hidden folds. All about you see a variety of strange items and equipment. Oh, I had a feeling it'd be you. You find Wilfred seemingly lost in thought, but then he turns to you.
Greetings, reader. This wagon and I, we've had many memories together. And I could not help reliving some of them just now. I suppose some aspects of my past may be of relevance to you, given your role. There is something you wish to know, you need but ask.
Start at the beginning. What do you do to earn your sentence? You ask Wilfred about his past in the Commonwealth, and how it became to be in the downside.
Rather forward of you, my boy. Most whom I have met during my travels here have been reluctant to approach the subject of one's history before one's exile. Nonetheless, I am happy to tell you. As a reader, I assume you are familiar with the stamping press. I owned and operated one.
An illegal invention allowing written materials to be published in an extraordinary rate. In 617 AS, the Commonwealth was under siege from within, as anti-pharetic propaganda quickly spread.
I took issue with the Commonwealth, the ban on literacy, the interminable wars against the high-wing remnants. I spread the truth about it with my machine.
Okay.
Under Sedum. Of course. Still, I knew I was putting myself at risk, and sure enough my stamping press was eventually discovered, and burned to the ground. I, however, managed to elude capture for a while, but not for long enough. Here in the downside, I chanced upon the Nightwings, who were searching for a reader. In that respect, my past, I think, is similar to yours. Anyway, that is the long and short of it. Now then, was there anything else?
Oh, I can just keep going, huh? Why were the Nightwings disbanded? You can express interest in knowing more of the Nightwings came to be and Wilfred's past connection to the group.
I have connected to the Nightwings almost since the beginning of my days in exile. They found me in a manner, as I understand, quite like how Hedwyn found the others found you. Back then, it was a smaller group than we have now. I joined an exile called Arisa, and another known as Orlick.
The former exile of the Nightwings, who conducted rites alongside Wilfred and Orlick. It's not the girl in the orb, is it? If not, she has a picture, so I assume she's showing up at some point. Former exile of the Nightwings, who conducted the rites alongside Wilfred and Orisa.
Once in a while, we let little Tizo stand with us as well. He's rather older than he looks. The other triumvirates we stood against, they feared us. Only the Tempars presented any threat to us in any given rite. But there was a terrible accident. Orisa, we lost her, and Orlick, he was my friend. He fell from Mount Olodale. We lost him as well. On the night when he was to be free, we were reckless, hasty, and I was powerless to stop any of it. I blame the rites themselves, the circumstances that put us into danger. The downside has claimed many lives, yet this, it was too much. I vowed never again to don the mask and raiments. I had the black wagon cleared and buried, such that it could not be used again. If the Nightwings would rise again, it would be under different circumstances, under new leadership, and towards a different purpose. That's all I wish to say of this, my boy.
Alright, buddy.
How do you know the Lone Minstrel?
You asked Volfred about his history with the Lone Minstrel, whom he seems to know quite well.
Tariq was there with the Nightwings when they took me on. His manner has always been much as you'd seen, although he is somewhat more cheerful now than I recall back then, if you can believe that. I think our plan has sparked a little fire in him. He serves the Rites and the Nightwings. I have tried to ask him of his past before, but he seems rather reluctant to speak of it. Though it is plain that he is not from around here. This being the downside, I respect his wishes for some privacy. Nonetheless, although I do not know too much of him, I count him as my friend. I lost track of him for some time, though it was he who first informed me that the Nightwings had returned. He and Tizo were instrumental in our meeting.
I thought you planned all that, buddy. Interesting.
It's been good to see him doing relatively well. Anyway, was there anything else you wish to talk about for now?
There's no need to take up more of Volfred's valuable time right now.
I'm good, thanks, buddy.
You thank Volfred for his time and bid him a good rest of the afternoon.
Likewise to you, Rita. Be well.
Alright, buddy. You got anything?
You called for me, lovely Rita?
No. Alright.
Cool. Farewell, do you now, then, Rita?
Alright. Bide your time.
Everyone, the amenities are modest here at the Moonlight Alcove, but I suggest that you get comfortable. We may be here for some time.
A small landing on the dark side of the sacred mountain. For many years, Volfred smuggled supplies and furnishing to this well-hidden locale. Cool.
As for myself, I have some business to attend to. Please leave the wagon in my care, for now. Shall be ready by when you next need it.
From the mountaintop you can see all across the downside. It's impossible, the expanse staring back at you. The thought occurs to you that you may never see another land besides it. Depressing. And so you and your companions wait upon the mountain in quiet solitude, anticipating when the cycle of the rites begins to turn again. Then you shall have another opportunity to free one of your own. You may earn back their freedom one by one. Many moons pass, then one evening. May I have a moment, Rita? The Lone Minstrel finds you poring over the Book of Rites, as has been your learning through your stay at the abode. Begging your pardon, but there is something you may wish to see. Please, follow me. You follow him into cold night. Look forth, Rita, sir. The stars shine like you have never seen. Once more the path forward towards salvation is revealed. But now, something is different. Seek your destination. Triesta. Joma. Goal. Each prior time you searched the stars, they showed to you a single path, but now several rites avail themselves to you at once. Henceforth, you may choose from several different rites. Oh, cool. Okay. So, Triesta. The silver star burns bright over the nest of Triesta. Dalbert is already on his way. The fate are led by... This is like the one good guy. Right? I don't want to fuck with him. I want to make life difficult for him. Like, if I gotta lose to anyone in the last one, I'd want it to be him. And get his son out of there. Yoma, the dust star burns bright over the sprung of Yoma. Lentil is already on his way. don't remember you. The South Star burns bright over the ridge of goal. All Mill Day is already on our way. Alright, I don't know which one to do. We'll do this one, because I don't remember. And I don't want to screw with Dog Boy. The stars urge that we go to the Spring of Yoma, a long way off. Wilfred, sir, how are we to reach the Spring of Yoma in due course of time?
You know full well, Derek. Preparations are complete.
You think you see the lone minstrel smile, ever faintly, but you cannot be sure.
Please ask the others to gather their belongings, rest, and then assemble at the wagon there at dawn. We shall be departing at that time.
As you will, sir.
The cycle begins anew. As this year's advance, you'll find there ought to be fewer rites. This time, until once more we are to traverse the Scribe's Gate. Exactly how many, it is difficult to say. But our next chance at liberty ought to present itself much sooner than before. So let's be ready for it. Now then, see you in the morning, reader.
Your companions have not travelled far from Moonlight Alcove. Word of the news spreads throughout the group. Where's me thing? Sure. Next morning, Volfred calls everyone together before the Black Wagon.
This old wagon is more than it appears. With Bertrude's aid, it escorted you across the sea to me. Now it shall escort us anywhere the stars require. Come and see.
Alright. Something has changed about the wagon's interior. What looked before to be old cracks and signs of age now expose various intricate components, once hidden from view.
You are the Nightwings. You should travel in their customary way.
He turns to you, indicating levers and devices marked with symbols from the book.
Now, reader, whenever you're ready, you may take us up. I'll show you how. And everyone else, hang on to something.
A small landing, take off. Alright. Oh, crikey. After having soared into the sky, the Black Wagon remains aloft somehow. Oh, by the scribes! Hee-hee-hee-hee. Teaser is excited to be flying again. You get the impression that this may not be the first time for him. I mean, that makes sense. I can't believe it.
The Nightwings sail the skies again, whatsoever the stars may call them. There is one catch. The downside provides few locals suitable for landing. Though we should be able to find at least a couple landing places near to where we're going. We'll then make way by land or sea toward our destination. Now, without further ado, let us proceed.
Sail now the skies. Oh. Okay. I guess I'm just following this, huh? Fair enough. Ooh, very nice. Very nice.
Sisters, we are under attack. Hold, no. We are merely being mocked. By none other than the Nightwings. Mock us all you wish then, wastrels of the Commonwealth. The sight of you in that utterly outlandish wagon, your mere existence is an affront to the act of flight. Would that my sisters and I could soar tireless and free as we once did, but nay, we must resort to such ignoble means of travel, such as you. Now stay away from us, lest our vengeance should extend beyond your commonwealth, and become much more personal in nature.
Okay. Ooh. Oh no. Have I been missing things? As you soar above the waters of the William Gulf, You notice Sir Gilman sidle up beside you, very slowly.
We are very high above the waters. If this knight is not mistaken, this knight brethrens lurk beneath the surface there in numbers untold. Fortunately, if we were to come crashing to the surface now then, this knight, why he would retrieve their watery burial in the custom of his kind.
Oh, I'm so happy for you, I think. I guess I best keep an eye out for them then. Alright. Below the desolation of the flagging hands, you see big birch roots, from which you first embarked by sea. You wonder how this venerable proprietor is fared.
I am certain that Big Bertrude must have left a strong impression on you all. She is not easy to forget. I've known her since before my exile, or hers. She's been here a long time. I've sent my agents to repay her for assisting you, and to send her our regards. The old wagon must have been in need of some repairs.
She wanted to talk to you, buddy, I think. Go talk to her. Guess not. Ew, what's this? What do I do with you? Do I just avoid them? The spring of Yoma has always flown forth from the crashed carapace of the Bionthulas, the legend of whose demise is a rather sordid tale. Perhaps you have already read it in the book. Not all believe the book exists, of course. Nor the greatest titans, nor the rites. Colossal monsters that once roamed the downside. Scribes together slew them one by one, and through this forged their bonds. I've encountered exiles believing that this titan perished quite by accident, rather than by a cunning trap laid for it by Yoma Many-Mane. They took the titan for a common beast. Perhaps the stars shine down upon out-of-the-way locals such as this one to ensure that they alone shall witness the proceedings. Alright. Where are we going, anyway? Can I, oh. The south route across the Yoma is riddled with barren rock and bone. Nay senses the presence of the scribes. Have I been missing these, too? The north route across the Yoma Valley passes the remains of the Hive Titan. Sure. It's your turn. You touch down in the heart of Yoma Valley, where first you face the Fate and the Dissidents. You briefly wonder where they might be now, and how they fare. You join your companions for a routine inspection of the wagon following its flight. Sir Gilman confirms the wagon's wheels withstood the shifting temperature, and still appear to be in reasonable shape. Tizo managed to calm some of the dry imps prone to dizziness or frenzy at high altitudes. Other than that, everything checks out, and the rest of the crew got through the flight without your complaint. You now have a little time before having to rest or set forth by land. Can I go in my wagon now? Alright. Cool. Good place to start, I would say. Nice. Well, I don't know how things progress here. But I'm interested to see how. I guess we just gotta get everyone out one by one. I assume until like the last 3, otherwise you're gonna have you're gonna be in like a 2 versus 3 situation in the end otherwise, I suppose, and then a 1 versus 3. So I assume something changes at some point. But yeah, it's really interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing if the revolution is something we actually get involved in or not, or if that happens off screen. I don't know. Kinda like with because I've just got the credits in Hades, and I'm assuming in that we're not actually gonna see what happens with the gods, like their little rivalry. So I'm thinking maybe if that is the case, which I don't know, there's still story, I could be wrong, but I'm thinking maybe the same thing happens there. Like, it's assumed that stuff happens afterwards. Maybe you get like a little taste of it, but I don't know, we'll see. It'll be fun. I'm interested to find out anyway. Really enjoying it. The game's a ton of fun, and the characters are awesome.
I love doing their silly voices. Yeah, thanks. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Live life. And stuff. So long. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Ado.